Let's see. They're going to keep the same formation. Morris lined up to the left of Smith. Smith takes the snap. He rolls out. Reverses field, looking for a receiver. He's not going to find anybody, but lets it go deep. And is almost picked off by a Trojan defender.
Smith's pass goes in and out of the hands of
Smith was getting chased hard and heavy by that Trojan defensive line, but he was able to at least throw it away and getting outside of the pocket. So it's going to bring up 4th and 12 from the Tiger 41, but Patrick Little's on the punt, so hopefully kick it deep for the Tigers.
Right. So, wasn't really expecting that type of play, but I think just the fact that they just kept really running things out of the same formation really kind of just they made themselves identical on that first opening series. So we'll see how the defense responds, and hopefully they'll get the ball right back to us, and, we can get something going on offense.
That was a 36-yard punt by Little, so the Trojans will take over on the Tiger 34-yard line.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that kick by Little. He usually is known for pinning the opponent deep, so I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe it's just a bad opening kick, but we'll see how the defense responds here. The Trojans come out with 4 receivers set, send a man in motion. Quarterback hands off to the running back. Running back going to grind his way up the middle, pick up a few yards.
So the Trojan running back gets about 4 yards on the play, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. And so, a good pickup for the Trojans there.
Yeah, they're a pretty decent game. So, they're just going to see what the Tigers are going to give them on defense. They're just going to go with it. They're going to come out in the same formations, have 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Running back lines up to the left of quarterback. Quarterback takes a snap. He drops back. Had a man all over him, but he just couldn't make the tackle. But he finds a man over the middle, and he's taken down by Jay Jones after a pickup of about 8 yards.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Tigers, a long one. And we'll see what the Tigers can do here on their first 3rd down opportunity to hold the Trojans, Kinsley.
And that was Carson Broadway that had the quarterback under pressure. So great job by Broadway to get pressure on that quarterback. So the Trojans are going to come out in the same formation. Quarterback takes a snap, hands off to a running back. He's going to go up the middle.
It looks like from where I'm sitting and you're sitting, he could be short on the play.
Looks like it could be short. He was met by Cody Hyatt. That a great tackle. That looked like it was enough to stop him. They're going to give him the first.
It was enough to where the officials were pretty confident it was a first down.
Yeah, but credit Cody Hyatt on that play, because he could have made more than that, but Cody met him right at the point of attack where he could make that stop. Going to come out, 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Quarterback takes a snap, he drops back, he's looking deep, time to throw, pump fakes, looking deep. He has a man wide open. The receiver couldn't bring it in, but he was tackled by Taquan Jasper. Not sure why Taquan made that hit. It looked like the pass was really uncatchable and it was out of bounds.
Yeah, that's really a no-call play. It was they should really wave this flag off.
Right, it shouldn't have been a flag. I'm not sure if they were just getting it because of the hit, but it was really just a little bump. It wasn't really much of a hit to make a statement or anything, but the ball was clearly uncatchable.
And they're going to be 15 yards, the first penalty of the night. Offensive pass interference against the Tigers, which, that's really nitpicking there.
Yeah, not a good call. They're going to come out again. Trojans have 3 receivers at the bottom, 2 at the top. Quarterback takes a snap. They're going to hand off to his running back. Going to break it up the middle, dragging a few defenders, but breaking a few tackles. Looks like it's a pickup of about 15 yards, but there's also another flag on the play.
You think this is going to be holding? I think it's going to be holding, and it could be one of those makeup calls.
Well, it could be definitely holding. For the flag to be close to the line, it was definitely a hold against the offense. Okay, so Trojans are going to bring it back.
Anytime the flag is thrown in that area, you can almost count it as holding.
Yeah.
Takes the ball up to midfield.
So now it's going to be 1st and long, about 1st and 20 from midfield.
They're going to come out. 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Running back lined up to the right of the quarterback. Quarterback takes the snap. He drops back deep looking. And the receivers are covered well. Ball was deep. But it was great coverage by Cody Hyatt. Great coverage on that wide receiver.
Did well there. He didn't let that receiver get far in front. He stayed right there with him toe-to-toe. This quarterback has a good arm, but his balls are being thrown either too short or a little high.
Right, and you know what? I like the technique that Cody Hyatt used on that. He kind of made the quarterback think that the receiver was beating him, but when he let the ball go, he caught him with him. So that was a great play by Cody Hyatt. So now it's going to come out and they're going to run. They're going to go back to the running game. Running back picked up good yards up the middle.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 9 or 10 on the play to bring up 3rd and 10. He picks up 10 yards on the play, so 3rd and 10 for the Trojans. 7 minutes left to go in the 6:01 graphics first quarter.
All right, so we're going to come out. 1 receiver at the bottom, 1 at the top. Running back line up to the right of the quarterback. And the back's going to look to the sideline for the play. And the play is in. Quarterback takes the snap, hands off to the running back up the middle. He's going to slice and dice his way up the middle. Looks like a pickup about 9 yards on that. They may give him the first.
Gain of about 8.
So 8 yards on the play, and it's going to be 4th and 2. So a good stop there by the Tigers. Hopefully they can hold them here and, get their first defensive stop of the night.
That's a good way to step up. I mean, even though the running back did get close to a yard, but I mean, that was a great job by the Tigers of stopping them before it got out of hand.
And it's 4th and 2 from the Tiger 32 for the Trojans.
All right, so Trojans going to line up 2 receivers at the bottom. Running back line up to the right. Send a man in motion. Running back's going to break it up the middle. He's going to break a few tackles, drag a few defenders, and he's going to be brought down at about maybe the 12-yard line.
So, a good run for the Trojans there. 5:47 left in the first quarter, being brought to you by 601 Graphics. But Kinsley, it's like the Trojans are having their way right now. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14. So, right. What do you think needs to happen?
And I mean, they figured out that they're not really going to be successful passing the ball, so they're trying out the running game, and they figured out, they can pretty much work the running game right now. If they go to the running game again and send a man around the right end in motion, they're going to bring him down like it's pretty much close to about the 5-yard line.
So, they're having their way right now on the running game with 5:25 left in the first quarter. 11 on the play, so that's going to be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line.
Right, and I think that it looks to me that the Tigers, I mean, they're going to have to start wrapping up again. It's the same struggle that they've had all season, just wrapping up. It could be so simple. They just have to just play basic defense and just wrap up the ball carrier. It looks like they're not going to do it this time. They run the ball in the end zone. Looks like they're going to get on the board first.
So with 5:02 left, the Trojans score, making it 6-0 with the extra point looming. So Kinsley, not a good start for the Tigers.
Not a good start. Still early in the game, so a lot of football to be played. So we're just gonna let them have this one and just see how the offense responds coming out. And so they're gonna field goal unit is gonna try the old swinging gate. Holder has the ball. Ball is down, up, and looks like it's good.
So with 5:02 left in the first quarter, it's 7-0 Trojans. And that's not a good start for the Tigers.
It's not a good start, but we'll see what happens. I mean, they've been in similar situations many of times. So the only thing we can do is just see how they respond.
So still a long night ahead of us, and so 5:02 left. The Tigers will be getting the ball again, going from left to right on your listening device. and we'll see what happens.
Okay, so not sure what's going on with the Trojans. I'm not sure if they're confused on the kickoff or what.
Official timeout.
Oh, okay. Official timeout.
Official timeout for heat. Late September, 75 degrees here at kickoff, but we're gonna have to have a timeout for heat.
I'm not even sure it's quite 75 degrees yet, but I mean, okay.
With the wind blowing, it's about, I'd say 69, but hey, what do I know?
I don't know. But Coach Bradley, he's having a conversation with his team right now, and hopefully, you're getting something together, especially for this next offensive drive coming up. I mean, they pretty much kept the same formation the whole time, really didn't, kept the same plays, really didn't change much, so we'll see what happens on this offensive drive.
Actually, Kinsley, it's about 74 degrees with winds coming out of the northwest at 4 miles an hour.
Okay, I believe that because I'm getting kind of chilly, and I have a raincoat on, so you know how I do. I don't have any insulation, so I get cold really.
Yeah, you need to gain some weight.
Well, hush, John.
I'll just give you some of mine.
That's okay, y'all. So the Trojans kick off.
So the Tigers are going to get good field position out of this with the ball going out of bounds. So we'll see what they can get with this good fortune.
Right, so there was a short kick, and it went out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. I'm not sure if they're just afraid to kick it deeper. The kicker just doesn't have a good leg.
It could be a little bit of both.
Could be. Hey, we'll take it.
Hey, any way we can get it, So the Tigers are going to opt for the Trojan kicker to re-kick.
Kick it. Okay.
Why not?
Get a little bit closer. Okay.
Why not?
Hey, why not?
5:02 left to go in the first quarter. Trojans leading 7-0 against the Tigers here in the 6:01 graphics first quarter.
All right. And what wouldn't be better right now than for a good old kickoff return for a touchdown right now?
That would be good. That would be what the doctor ordered.
There's nothing like a good old momentum booster like that.
You're right. Evidently, the Tiger coaching staff sees that, hey, these Trojans don't have a very good kicking game.
Yeah. And sometimes, that can work in your favor.
So they're lining up the ball again and going to give it another try. They're pretty much doing a classic, running to the line and going back. I don't know. It's something. I think that was cool a few years ago.
I think they were trying to scare somebody, but I don't think it worked too well. Because the ball is up over the middle. It's going to be fielded by Jay Jones. He's waiting for his blockers to set up. He's going to cut it around left field. Go give a good vicious stiff arm. He's going to cut it up deep up left field. He's going to be taken out about the 38-yard line.
So, actually, that's the 40-yard line.
Okay.
Come on now.
My contacts are fogging up for me.
This is cool weather. You're used to the hot weather.
I'm used to the hot weather. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this cold weather. I think I'm going to have to start bringing out the toboggan,
Yeah, or the parka or something. Us big boys like the cold weather. Yeah. It's been too hot.
Yeah. I miss the summer temps.
I don't.
Yeah, but it's close to October. This is really when football season gets in full gear.
Yeah.
So the Tigers are going to come out, 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Morris lined up to the left of McGee. They have Pi-Fi McGee in the game now. McGee is going to go deep and they're wide open.
Oh.
Jay Jones, who just couldn't reel it in. It was kind of overthrown for him, but it was a beautiful ball.
Yeah, it was a good thrown ball, good tight spiral, but just about 10 feet over Jay Jones' head.
Yeah, but Fi's been out, for a game or so, but well, actually 2 weeks he got hurt at the South Jones game, and then they had the base sprains game, so he's been out for a game and a half, and then they had the week off the week before, so. You got to kind of let them get back in the game with them, try to work off a little bit of rust. But they're going to come out in the same formation. Morris line up to the right. McGee's going to take it himself, cut it upfield. Try to lose the defender, but he's going to be brought down about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, he gets a good carry there of about, let's see here. Well, 7-yard line for McGee there, so 3 yards. So it's good to see a little bit of action back on that Tiger offense. So it looks like he's going to be taking over for Mason Smith.